We'll start this morning with some big breaking news.
It's hard to believe how quickly time has passed for a club as historic and dominant as FC Barcelona. 11 years without lifting the UEFA Champions League trophy feels almost unreal when you think about the standard the club once set for itself and for the rest of Europe. Back in 2015, everything seemed perfectly aligned: the squad, the manager, the philosophy, and most importantly, the magic of the iconic trio known as MSN. That version of Barcelona didn't just win games, they overwhelmed opponents, dictated tempo, and played with a kind of attacking fluidity that made football feel like art. The trio of Lionel Messi, Luis Suárez, and Neymar formed one of the most devastating attacking partnerships the sport has ever seen. Each brought something unique: Messi's genius and vision, Suárez's relentless hunger and clinical finishing, Neymar's flair and unpredictability. Together, they combined for goals, assists, and moments that defined an era. Defenders feared them, fans adored them, and rivals struggled to find answers. That 2015 campaign was the peak of their powers, culminating in a dominant victory over Juventus in the final, securing Barcelona's fifth Champions League title. What made that triumph even more special was how complete the team was under Luis Enrique. It wasn't just about the attack, the midfield still carried echoes of the golden tiki-taka era, while the defense had balance and resilience. The team had identity, confidence, and a winning mentality that made them feel almost unbeatable. It felt like the beginning of something that could last for years. But football can be brutally unpredictable. Instead of building a dynasty, that 2015 success became the last time Barcelona would reach the summit of European football. In the years that followed, there were flashes of brilliance but also painful collapses. The defeats against Roma, Liverpool, and Bayern Munich in later campaigns exposed cracks that had been slowly forming beneath the surface. Those nights weren't just losses, they were moments that symbolized a shift, a fall from dominance to vulnerability. The departure of Neymar in 2017 marked the first major turning point. It broke up the MSN trio and disrupted the balance that had made Barcelona so dangerous. Despite Messi continuing to perform at an extraordinary level, the team increasingly relied too heavily on his brilliance. Recruitment decisions didn't always work out, and the club struggled to replace the chemistry and effectiveness that MSN once provided so effortlessly. As the years went by, the identity of Barcelona began to blur. The club that once dictated how football should be played started reacting instead of controlling. Financial issues, managerial changes, and inconsistent performances added to the decline. The shocking exit of Messi in 2021 felt like the end of an era, a moment that truly confirmed how far the club had drifted from its peak. For many fans, that was the most painful chapter of all, losing not just a player, but a symbol of everything Barcelona stood for. Yet even in this period of struggle, there remains a deep sense of hope and expectation around Barcelona. This is a club built on history, philosophy, and resilience. 11 years without a Champions League might feel like a drought, but for a club of this magnitude, it's also motivation. Every season begins with the belief that they can return to the top, that they can once again compete with Europe's elite and reclaim their place among the best. There have been signs of rebuilding in recent years. A new generation of players is emerging, bringing energy, hunger, and a desire to restore the club's legacy. While they may not yet have reached the heights of the MSN era, they represent the future. The challenge now is to combine that youthful promise with stability, smart decisions, and a clear footballing identity. The memory of 2015 still lingers, not just as a nostalgic moment but as a benchmark. It reminds fans of what Barcelona is capable of when everything clicks. It sets the standard that every new squad is measured against. And perhaps that's why the wait feels so long, because the bar was set so incredibly high. Football moves in cycles, and history shows that even the greatest clubs go through periods of transition. For Barcelona, these 11 years without a Champions League title are part of that journey. Painful, yes, but also necessary for growth and reinvention. The hunger to return, to relive those magical nights, to see another team dominate Europe in the famous Blaugrana colors, that hunger is what drives the club forward. One day, the drought will end. And when it does, it won't just be another trophy. It will be a statement, a reminder that Barcelona never truly lost its identity, only paused before rising again. Until then, the memories of MSN, of 2015, and of that golden era will continue to inspire both the players on the pitch and the millions of fans around the world who still believe.